All right. So it's the end of the world as we know it economically. What can you do to prepare? Well, you can't. So quick show today. But no, I'm just kidding. There's a lot of things actually I think you can do. But the hard part is, I think it's, and I'd be interested to see what else you guys talk about in that group. It's almost like, what is that movie, Fight Club? You don't talk about what's going on in Fight Club. So, but
That's right.
you're asking a valid question because there's a lot going on in the economy. But the challenge is knowing, is it just an economic hiccup or is it something bigger? Of course, you watch the news and it's like it's the end of the world, depending on what size you're at. Or, oh no, everything's fine. Nothing to see here,
Everything's
folks.
fine.
Move along.
Yeah.
What's that?
Yeah, I was going to say, or actually mainstream media, everything's fine. Unless,
Yeah, everything's fine. Everything's fine. Nothing to see here. So, there are a lot of things you can do. I've had friends ask me too. We've done a show on the central bank digital currency. Obviously, the central bank governments are looking to replace Bitcoin and some of the others. Will they ever do it? I don't know. I don't think so, but they can do a lot to control. And they want to shift us to a digital currency. Number one, it's obviously much cheaper because they don't have to manufacture any of the actual currency itself, and that's actually a fairly expensive process. Secondly, that gives them a lot more control on things like greenhouse initiatives and green economy initiatives and stuff like that. Right or wrong, we're not getting into the debate on that, but it's one of those things that it gives the government a lot more control when they remove money. So how do you prepare for that? And then, should I have any kind of preparations for, you've got the what was that show, Preppers or something like that? And National Geographic had it out for a while. You know the one I'm talking about. So there's that extreme of it as well. But, not to
like,
overcomplicate it or, kind of make it into some big doom and gloom. There are some things you need to be prepared for, right?
yeah, the questions that the girls were asking is like, do I need cash on hand? If so, how much? Do I need gold and silver? If so, where do I store it? Do I keep it in my house? Do I put it in a facility? Do I keep all my money in the bank or do I take it out? So it's those kind of questions I think a lot of people have, and they want to be smart, but who's out there really talking about what to do? I don't know.
Yeah. And that's one of the things that looking at, for example, should you have cash on hand? Definitely. Yes. Where should you keep it? Well, my grandmother, I remember, had cash. She was a child of the Depression, right? So she had cash. She'd keep it in an envelope in her freezer, in the refrigerator. And I don't necessarily recommend that. You want to have some kind of a safe or something to keep it not only secure from theft, but secure from fires, because fires do happen. But yeah, I always recommend having cash on hand, and just in case, something happens, power outage or something like that. The question is, how much?